Today we're going to be tying a classic soft hackle pattern, the olive and partridge. We're starting out with a 3761 hook here. I've got some U70 thread. I'm going to start right here behind the eye. Make a nice thread wrap base all the way down the shank. So we tied in a whole bunch of different sizes, tying it in a little bit larger size just to illustrate the technique today. We've got it's about a size 10 in there. First thing we're going to add is a length of about 2.5 to 3 inches of fine oval Lagerton tinsel. This is a cool deal in that you can get some segmentation out of it, but you also get a really good reflectivity off of it as well since it's faceted. So we'll just tie that down along the shank. Next thing we're going to do is take a small piece, 2 inches or so, of olive unifloss. I use just a little bit of spit. You could use water or whatever to kind of help get it under control. It tends to fray out a little bit on you. Tie that in place directly down the shank as well. Notice how I'm tying down the entire length here. This is going to help you avoid a bunch of that bulk at the tie-in point. It's going to make a much smoother transition from the abdomen to the thorax. I'll wrap this forward. This is the floss. Just go one wrap next to the last. You could use a little hackle plier to hold on to your floss if you needed. It's in place now. I'll rib over the top of that with the Lagerton. So we'll do a little improvement here on this fly in that we're going to use UV ice dub instead of the traditional fur dub. Really easy to work with, great stuff. Huge range of colors. Also notice that there is the UV addition to this product, so talk about making a great fly even better. I think we're doing it. Just dub a nice little noodle in there. Don't want a huge amount, just enough to help flare out the partridge. Put just a little bit more on there. Go to my partridge skin, pull off a feather. To prep this feather, I'm going to take off the phyllo plume off the side. I'll expose the tip. What I've been doing lately is just kind of taking my hackle pliers here, sitting the tip inside of there, stroking that material back to expose my tie-in point. Some guys will leave that on when they tie it in. I'll actually like to take it off. Have that little handle exposed. Cover that down. Again, grab the main stem here of the partridge. I'm just going to make a couple wraps up front. Don't want it to be so bushy that the thing doesn't sink. What we want is just some nice pulsing legs out there. You can get a wrap and a half, 2 wraps here in good business. You can see I got a couple that wanted to go a bit cattywampus on me. No big deal. We'll just take our fingers, move that stuff back into position, make a few wraps, make a nice pronounced blackhead, especially on these olive ones. I think it looks a lot like a caddis. Most caddis species have a darker head. I'm going to take my whip finisher now. And there you have a UV olive and partridge soft hackle. One of my favorites. Hope it's one of yours too.